Hello everybody and welcome to another Outlaws video. Today I wanted to talk about the future of Outlaws as far as this channel goes. So you may have noticed I haven't been uploading my Outlaws videos like I said I would, which I apologize for, but there have been a few things that have come up that have kind of kept me from doing so, and I just wanted to talk about those really quickly. This by no means means that I'm stopping playing Outlaws at all. This just means I'm going to take a break from it for now and wait until we get some more updates that have more playable content in them. Also, really quickly, I'm just going to kind of be flying around the server, showing off some of the builds that have been going on. You're going to have to look at maybe my player character running a little bit. The body kind of becomes detached, but so anyway, I have played Outlaws for months now, very actively the first few months, and then after that started to fall off as we started to have less and less content added. And then eventually we had the monthly updates for early access, which have also slowed down, it seems, a bit with content additions, and it has now resorted to bug fixing, which is totally fine. I mean, we need our bugs fixed, and we need the game to be playable so that we can continue testing it. But I'm at the point where I've really done a lot of what I think I can do as far as the actual content we can do in the game. Some might say, well, you have to create your own fun, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. Well, I've tried creating my own fun many times, and we have. We've had lots of events. You can go look at all the videos I've done. You know, creating the outlaw raids, doing the horse races, the wagon racing, the treasure hunts. I've created a lot of fun for myself and hopefully for the community over the amount of time that I've been playing Outlaws. So that's my first point, is that I am going to be taking a break until we have a little bit more content to work with so that I can bring you more material that's a little bit more interesting instead of me just attempting to make cinematic gameplay in a game where, and here's point number 2, all of my stuff keeps disappearing. So it would seem that this is related to decay. I do have the server set up to not decay, so things are not supposed to be decaying, but unfortunately there is a bug right now where items are decaying after an unknown period of time. So for example, I was online 2 days before all of my things disappeared, and so that was not 14 days, you know, that was 2 days. I had looked at all of my things, I had been online, and the homestead that I had been working on for my series, gone. Oh man, do we have a Bigfoot here? Which is going to be point number 3. But back to point number 2, it's really hard to try and create a series based around one homestead when that homestead keeps disappearing, and it is hard to rebuild things exactly as they are, and to have to do that over and over again to try and get some footage, it's a little tricky. We've had 5 homesteads disappear on our server so far. Folks have been lucky with theirs, and some of the bigger towns are still around. Hopefully I'll be able to run across one here as we're flying around. So that's point number 2, is that right now I can't spend like hours rebuilding what I had just built in order to film a cinematic video like I really wanted to do. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future, it's just probably not going to happen right now. So point number 3 is Bigfoot. Bigfoot was not removed in the most recent update, and I'm kind of disappointed that he wasn't removed. I know the developers want everyone to have their chance at killing Bigfoot and have a fun time with him and everything and getting the trophies. But first of all, I think there should have only been 1 Bigfoot, maybe 2 Bigfoots on the whole server. And it should have been more of a hunt instead of just wandering through the field and, oh, hey, look, there's a Bigfoot. Oh, hey, look, there's another Bigfoot. And another one. Oh, hey, I just died to 2 big feet. Big feet, 2 big feet, Bigfoots, Bigfoot. So that's another reason why I am going to take a break until the Bigfoots are either lessened or removed, because right now it's just a little bit too much of a pain to try and keep up with everything, or It's really funny. I was trying to film for one of the episodes right before my house disappeared, and Bigfoot kept sneaking into the frame and trying to attack me, and I ended up dying like quite a few times. And there's nothing you can do about the spawn points once they spawn, and they respawn fairly quickly. So I struggled with that quite a bit. So that was point number 3. Point number 4 is that I don't want to say, oh, it's an early access game, so it's completely off the hook. I don't want to say that at all, because I don't think that's a logical way of thinking. I think this is a huge undertaking, what the developers want to do. It's a small team, and yes, it is early access. We all know that there's going to be bugs and et cetera, et cetera. The developers were kind enough to give us some information a few months ago regarding the female clothing and Adobe structures that Adobe would be added. And now we're like 3 updates later and we haven't seen any of that. And the player base is really waiting on that. And in order to keep wanting to play and keep testing, we need that content. And I know it takes time, and I know bugs need to be fixed, but I just wanted to reiterate that I think, we need more content. I've seen my server population drop from like a healthy 11 to 12 players down to like maybe 2 players, not including myself. When I'm online, it's like 2 or 3. But it's not the same as it used to be when they were doing their weekly updates, when they were adding content. We were all really excited and really hyped. And I think that was part of the problem, is that they released content so quickly at the beginning that we got used to that and we started to expect that from them. So when they changed to the monthly updates, sure, we thought that might be okay, but then we realized that we weren't going to be getting the same level of content that we were getting previously. With that all being said, I'm still going to support the game 100%. It's a survival game set in the Old West. Of course, I'm going to support it. The developers are really nice guys, and they're really trying. They're now in the Discord, for those of you who didn't know. So I suggest joining the official Discord. They're open to feedback, and they respond to bug reports. I was really hoping the decay issue would be addressed in the most recent patch, but I understand that it's kind of a bigger issue and it might take more time to work out. But yeah, so these are my thoughts on Outlaws of the Old West right now. So definitely not done with it on the channel, just taking a break and letting it breathe a little before I come back to it and invest a ton of time in building things and not expecting them to disappear. So I hope this kind of explained a little bit of what's going on as far as the channel goes and as far as Outlaws goes. I think the team needs to just keep chugging along, know that they do have fans, even though there are people who say they're impatient and that this is awful, that's awful. I'm pretty sure game developers have to have a thick skin to stay in the business. So I'm sure they're hanging on there. I'm looking forward to the Adobe structures. I really, really want to try building with new building pieces. And I'm also, of course, looking forward to the new models and new character clothing. So that is about it. I hope this video helped explain a little bit of what I'm feeling. And in case you're wondering, I can go faster, but for video purposes, I didn't want my body to be detached from my head. So yeah, there you go. Alright guys, that is it for me in this small little talk video. So I hopefully will see you in the future in Outlaws, whether that be on my server or just around the community in the official Discord. For now, I hope you are enjoying your games, and I will see you all in the next video.